little tattletales, yo, we can talk later. Sit down, we gotta talk. There's been updates in the Rob and Chyna trial. Apparently, Rob violated California law. Him and Chyna were in settlement talks and he blew them all up, but still wants a judge to force her to comply. And Blac Chyna jumped in and issued statements to TMZ. Y'all, this is a mess. But as usual, whenever Rob got his hands on anything, except some little Debbie pies, it's always a mess. Y'all, let's get into this because this is actually some really deep and it's also really weird with a bunch of twists and turns. Let's just jump right into this. Ready? Now, this is from TMZ, so you know it's real. Rob Kardashian. I struck a deal with Blac Chyna in the Revenge P case. Now she's trying to back out. Now get this. They said Blac Chyna is trying to pull the plug on a deal she made with her ex, Rob Kardashian, to end their legal war over Revenge P. If you don't know, Rob released a bunch of pictures, nude pictures of his child's mother out because she ain't want him anymore. At least according to Rob, who now wants a judge to make her stick to the deal. In new documents filed Monday by Rob's attorney, he says Chyna agreed to drop her lawsuit against him for the Revenge P if he helped her get dropped from a separate lawsuit. As we reported, one of Chyna's exes, Pilot Jones, filed suit against Chyna and Rob, claiming they outed him as being gay and therefore exposed them to public threats. According to Rob, a deal between Chyna and himself was that he would get her out of the Pilot Jones lawsuit without costing her a cent, and she would drop the revenge case. Rob says he accepted that deal last month, but now Chyna's trying to get cute. And the docs obtained by TMZ, he says Chyna is threatening to push forward with a trial in the Revenge P case, exactly what he had hoped to avoid when he struck a deal with her. Now, first of all, I just want to say before we even get into Blac Chyna's rebuttal, this doesn't make sense because y'all literally just met, I believe it was May 19th, to set the calendar for the trial. The trial calendar is what you set when you need to know, okay, so when are we going to discovery? When are we going to finish our depositions? When are we going to submit affidavits? This is da-da-da-da-da. You're setting the pace at which the trial will go on and when it will end. The fact that Rob was there at the trial thing, how did you think that you guys were in a settlement? How did you guys think that you guys were in a settlement? But it's not over, right? Rob says she needs to drop the case altogether because he accepted the terms of the deal. As a result, he's asking a judge to enforce that contract. Gotta imagine, Rob really doesn't want another drawn-out public trial with the mother of his daughter, having just gone through one when the reality show getting canceled. Now, let's not forget, in that trial, Rob was pushed and not even painted. The jury decided that he was a liar, that they thought that all his claims about Chyna trying to delete him with an iPhone cable and hitting him with a 6-foot metal pole was BS. They did not find Corey Gamble credible because he was the one saying he saw with his own eyes. The jury said they didn't. Now get this. They said, remember the Kardashians soundly defeated Chyna in that one. They did not. And it's being appealed. But in the docs, Rob said she's itching for a second fight in court. The revenge case is scheduled to begin next week. A judge is set to rule on this emergency hearing. Now get this. Chyna's lawyer, Blac Chyna, tells TMZ, under California law, settlement discussions are confidential. Rob Kardashian has violated California law by revealing alleged details of ongoing settlement discussions. Chyna is permitted under California law to disclose that settlement discussions regarding her Revenge P course against her ex-fiancé are ongoing. When and if a confidential settlement is reached on this case, Chyna will alert the court first, then the media. Regarding the earlier trial in April 2022, a Los Angeles jury soundly rejected Rob's testimony that Chyna had physically abused him. The jury found that Chyna, in fact, had not physically abused Rob. You guys, what is going on in this? You know what, at a certain point, and I don't care if you like Chyna or not, at a certain point, can we talk about this dumb game the Kardashians keep playing, Rob included? Every single time Chyna's about to go to court, somebody comes with something like, "Ooh, she hayuka, she did this, she did that, she yelled, she screamed, she touched the floor, she walked, she burped." And it's all over TMZ, Radar Online, and then it goes away. There's no police report filed. There's no lawsuit. There's no charges by the DA. There's nothing, which lets me know that it's all negative PR. But Rob particularly is known for this. That first trial that he tried to get out of that he bought against Chyna, and Chyna said he did it out of revenge. Rob threw everything at her he could. She's this, she's that. His sisters came out saying, we want to see your OnlyFans. You're a drug addict. You're this, you're that. They went hard at her. He did all that only to get the day before the trial and say, out of respect for my daughter's mom, no, my child, she's been through enough and I'm just going to drop it. Trying to look like the bigger man. He then went to the trial with Chyna and the Kardashians and was on trial talking about, you think it's a joke? It happened, okay? It happened. You think I lie about this? I'm not lying. To which the jury looked at him and said, that's just what a liar would say. Anyway, liar, let's move on. They found that Chyna did not abuse Rob. They found that there was no truth that she abused Rob. They also found that the Kardashians did not have reasonable ground to believe that Rob was actually abused. So even though you might have thought you had evidence, no reasonable person would have looked at the evidence and thought he was abused. But now there were actually settlement talks, and Rob is saying that Chyna agreed to make a wash of it. But then Chyna's lawyer is saying that settlement talks are ongoing, but Rob just violated California law by talking about the settlement talks. But let's not forget the judge that is over all this is still a judge, a liar, and a con. Judge Alarcon, which literally let Rob's team breakdance all over justice. What really is going on? I'm being dead serious. What really is going on? Let's see how this judge rules. Don't forget, Chyna's attorney says that she's going to appeal. There's all this stuff going on. But why does Rob think that settlement are closed and Chyna accepted agreement? And now Luciani is saying that they're ongoing. And not only that, what is the punishment for disclosing what the settlement is? Why did Rob do that? Now, I know why he did it, because he's trying to F up Chyna's life in some way. That is Rob's purpose of giving. The fact that y'all think that Chyna tried to trap Rob with a baby when Rob been messy, disrespectful, and just plain evil to most of the high-profile people that he's dated. Yeah, I'm talking about Adrian Belon. I'm talking about Rita Ora. The fact that all this stuff is going on and y'all think that she tried to trap Rob with a baby, let me tell y'all something. Men trap women. They do. I know nobody wants to talk about it, but 100% men trap women. Now, I do just want to say this, right? I do just want to say this. Like, we need to literally sit here and figure out what's going on. What am I saying? You looking at me like, girl, ain't this your job? Don't we click? Give you likes? Pay you well? Y'all do. So when I'm like, wait a second, we need to figure out what's going on. I need to figure out what's going on. You guys, hit that like, subscribe, notifications. I am going to be covering the Blac Chyna trial, but also I'm going to find out exactly what's going on this. All right. I'm going deep in these gossip streets. I'll be back when I got some news. All right, my little tattletales. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.